All right, here we are, the beginning of 2021. 2020 is behind us, hopefully. With all the bad of 2020 came a lot of good. With all of the issues and things going on in the world, there were a lot of people out here who were growing like crazy. And I feel like 2020 was an insane year for growth, for me personally and professionally. So video played a huge role in my growth in 2020 and my business's growth. It all really started with a Zoom call back in April at the beginning of the COVID shelter in place. I was on a Ryan Serhant members live Q&A and asked him what he thought the best way to continue using expenses for the business were through COVID. And he called me out for a couple different things, but he then also gave me the advice to start investing in video. And so that's where I figured being able to go through these top 5 things about video will really be able to showcase what I've done since that very meeting. Being able to invest in video and start doing more of this and really becoming obsessed with doing video, to it getting me a meeting with Ryan Serhant in New York City. It was just an unbelievable year, and I figure why not go ahead and take a step back and reflect on how video has changed my world in 2020. So let's take a look at the top 5 most impactful moments of 2020 for me. So starting at number 5, my very first video. We started with Uptown because I figured that's the center of the city, and it'd be really cool to be able to showcase Uptown Charlotte to everyone on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and everything in between. Personally, it probably was not the best video, but that's the thing with doing video is you have to start somewhere. And so starting with this video, it was a great launching point for my entire video series that I'm still working on. And for those of you thinking about getting into video, I will say your first video and probably your second or third video are not going to be your best videos. So start somewhere and grow from there. So coming in at number 4, being able to do video and boost credibility through video. I actually was able to be featured on a podcast a couple months ago, and those guys ended up actually getting hired by me to build out a brand new website. And so through video, I've been able to be on podcasts and speak to lots of different groups of people and be able to meet people who can do things to help me continue to boost credibility, like building this website out. As we're gonna get into the top 3, there's a common theme that you'll notice, and a lot of it is revolving around collaboration and being able to work with different types of people. Over the last year, there's been an unbelievable amount of different people that I've been able to collaborate with on all different levels of the real estate world. And it's been so cool to be able to do that. So number 3 was being able to go play golf with Chris Ramsey and film that. It's very cool to be able to work and play at the same time in the real estate world. So to be able to go out and golf, which is tons of fun, with a friend of mine who also happens to be someone that I work with in the industry and really respect in the real estate industry here in Charlotte. It's just a very cool experience. And being able to do that, it's one of those things that we're not only helping ourselves, but we're also helping other people, because being able to post that video about different areas of town that we really like and areas that someone who's in the development world thinks is gonna explode soon, it's a very cool opportunity. And that's not just for me, but that's for everyone. So, number 2, one of the cool things about being able to do video with the collaboration theme was being able to collaborate with a lot of different and work with a lot of different local businesses. So from Lamborghini Charlotte to Johnny Fly to Hallmark Building Corporation and everyone else that we've been able to film with. It's just been really cool to be able to talk to local business owners, whether they're in the real estate space or not, and see what they're thinking about how Charlotte works, how we're handling everything through 2020. Just being able to pick their brain about business in general, and then also be able to build personal relationships with all these different people has been a very cool experience. Do the drum roll. For number 1. So at number 1 was going to New York City, which I'm sure you've seen because I've posted it everywhere that's humanly possible. But the New York trip to see Ryan Serhant and meet with him and his team at Serhant was unbelievable. If you would have told me a year ago that I was going to be going to New York City to meet with Ryan Serhant, I would have told you that you're a liar. There was no way that that would have happened, and being able to go to New York and meet with someone of the caliber of Ryan and the exposure that he has, as well as the knowledge that he has about the real estate world, was just unbelievable. I couldn't sleep that night because I was just so excited to get up there and meet with him. As you can see, since that meeting, there's been a lot of things that I've been working on, and there are a lot of things to come that I will be working on that I learned from that meeting with Ryan to be able to grow and expand my own business. Actually, why don't you guys go ahead and get out of here? We're kind of working on some branding stuff for this year. But before you leave, go ahead and like the video on YouTube and be sure to hit that subscribe button for me so you can see what's going on next week. And I'll see you then.